Welcome. Today I'm going to go through a couple of ways that you can use your scanner more effectively to help eliminate some typing and tapping on your screens to do work more efficiently. One of the things I'm going to show you today is how to scan from your home screen directly into one of the forms on EKW. So I'm going to select PO receipt and I'm going to go up to the top right to this question mark where I'm going to go down to scanner subscriptions. Down here at the bottom, you'll see that I have Scan to Navigate, and this is the value that you will place into a barcode to scan that to come directly into this page without having to find the page, tap, or type anything. I have a couple examples prepared for you, so I'm going to go grab those. Notice here on the top, that is the barcode I will be scanning to navigate directly into our Start Production page. I have chosen a QR code because they hold a lot of content and it is my preferred barcode value. However, you can use another value if you prefer, such as code 128 or data matrix. I'm going to scan that top barcode and you'll see that my device took me directly to my Start Production page. I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to scan. I'm not tapping anything on my screen. I'm not typing anything. I've just scanned that value. On this second page, I'm going to show you another feature that we can use to prevent your operators from having to type or tap anything to get into your job number, assembly, and operation sequence fields. Selecting my question mark up at the top right corner and going down to Scan Subscriptions again, I'm looking at the multi-barcode scan values. So in here, what this is telling me is if I have in the first position in the barcode, the job number, followed by assembly number, and then operation sequence, then I will be able to scan those values seamlessly. With one scan, I will populate all of those fields. That does require your separator or dividing character to be configured. So I'm going to go to my main menu, down to my settings. I'm going all the way down to scanner, and then I'm going about halfway down to where I see barcodes. This is the value that must be configured. I've chosen a tilde. However, you may select anything. The important thing is that it is not represented in your data set. So for example, something like a dash might not be appropriate if you include dashes in your part number because the system would interpret that as a dividing character and it would try and pass to the next value and could possibly confuse the system and capture inaccurate data. So in selecting this, you may select a variety of different characters. Just make sure it is not represented in your data. So in my environment, the tilde is configured. So in this barcode that you see here, the actual value for that is going to be 2423 tilde 0 tilde 10. So I'm going to go back and scan that top barcode to navigate to my page. It is important that on this page, your cursor is not flashing in any field. If my cursor is flashing, the system will read this as direct text and it will not parse it correctly into the proper fields. So just demonstrating that, you'll see that I have my job number, tilde, 0, tilde, operation sequence. And that happened because I was tapped into that field. I'm going to tap out of that field. Notice my cursor is not flashing anywhere. And I'm going to scan that value at the bottom. And it is loading each of those pieces of the data. It has loaded my job number, my assembly sequence, and my operation sequence. And now all I have to do is start production. I'm going to go through that one more time so you can see how quickly this will process without going through any extra details. Scanning my first barcode, scanning my second barcode, and now start production. I was previously working on this job, and that was that error. We can go correct that. Labor, started activities. I'm going to end activity on this one really quick. And one more time, scanning that first barcode, second barcode, and start production. And with that, 2 scans and 1 tap, I'm now working on my job.